Hey everyone, Rushlock here with our next Rixx Javix blog post, this one titled Shark Teeth Skins. If you enjoyed this series of us covering these these blog posts, make sure to leave a like down below the video and leave a comment, either ridiculous or as feedback for the video topic itself and your thoughts. Again, this one called Shark Teeth Skins. Skins on ships have been around a long time now. We've got purple, pink, and holographic displays, smoke, fire, and all sorts of themed skins. But what we don't have is a single set of shark teeth skins. And that really needs to change. Now, just to be clear, I am using shark teeth as an example of something I think is missing in Eve. Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of shark teeth for certain ships, but I also think it is time to loosen up a little and give us some tribal, World War II bomber-style, fighter plane, skulls, crossbones, and beautiful pinup-style skins for our ships. And I really believe this kind of idea is a potential moneymaker for CCP. I'd buy them. I bet a lot of us here in the real world would shell out some hard-earned cash for something special like that. I love the skin on the dram that gives the arms fire. That is so cool. But I would totally fly that ship more often if I had shark teeth on it, or a screaming skull, or bones clutching a pack of ammo, or a skull on fire. I mean, come on, sky is the limit. And for those that might be thinking this is all a bit much, just think aviators and pilots of the past and how they treated their airplanes. That's us. So, this is something that comes up fairly often in not just Eve, but gaming in general, cosmetics and their financial fiscal value, their revenue potential, and we're always biased in the things that we like and we would enjoy would certainly sell well, right? And that's kind of the assumption that we operate off of. And sometimes we're right and sometimes we're wrong. That's the way things work. In this example, the topic I think is that we can zoom out on is the idea of what is the cost of artist development time, and not only the raw cost, but the opportunity cost, right? I don't know what ratio of CCP, or specifically EVE Online's revenue, is made up of cosmetic sales. I simply don't know. What I do know is the current expansion, Viridian, is, I can't say mainly propped up by, but one of its major staples and selling points that they're pushing is the customization of stations and personalization, currencies, and developing that system overall. That could be indicative of a shift, of maybe an increase in cosmetic sales, or projected cosmetic sales being expected to be higher in the future with something they're planning. We don't know. But Rixx also touches on the idea, at least this way I interpret the post, that loosening up the expectations on the standardization or the style or the parameters, probably the better word, of art being used on these skins. In the past, it's been very traditional for dark, dystopian perception and visuals and graphics. And as the years have gone on, Rixx gives some examples here at the beginning about the holograms and the purples and pinks and brighter colors being incorporated into skins in recent years, and that's absolutely true. And some veteran players push back against that, as it doesn't fit with the visual narrative that they've been presented with for decades now. And they are absolutely correct. It is different. I think it is the future. I don't think it's going to go away. I think it's overall a net positive. I can't imagine somebody having a pink ship skin is going to ruin my gaming session, even though I've been around for decades now as well. It just isn't a thing that I think is going to ruin somebody's game time. If it does, usually those folks are already looking for something to blame that's already ruined their game time. But I think it would be interesting to see them broaden the tools, or probably not tools, broaden the range of types of skins that we can see applied to ships. It could be a big uptick in revenue. But again, I don't know the numbers for artist time costs and opportunity costs. Just because, let's say shark teeth on a dram, for example, would be a moneymaker, if CCP perceives that something else that artists are working on would be a bigger moneymaker, then it comes down to prioritization, right? And we'll likely never see those numbers or know those numbers, but that's how I look at the topic overall. And if you guys have some thoughts on that you want to share, do so in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next article.